Why did a war pause for a man landing on a runway? A conflict zone doesn't just take breaks. That's not how chaos works. So why did it happen? The exact moment a single figure arrives. Here is what people miss. Conflict isn't constant. It is scheduled. Even in instability, there are invisible agreements, incentive, and timing structure. What you are seeing isn't peace. It is a system responding to a higher priority signal. And that signal didn't just come with weapons. When a figure like this lands, the cost of continuing conflict temporarily spike. Not morally, structural visibility increase, consequence shift, narratives lock in. So actor pause, not because they've changed, but because the system around has. If you ever feel like things only move when pressure show up, comment SDD. But here is the part nobody wants to admit. Peace was always available. It just wasn't activated. This is delayed termination. A resolution exists, but the system delays it until the right trigger arrives. And if a single arrival can pause conflict, then the real question is, who controls the timing of that trigger? And why wasn't it pulled sooner? Comment SDT and get your scroll delay diagnostic scan. This visit didn't create peace. It exposed something worse, because if peace can turn on for a visit, it means it was off by design. We are taught conflict is unpredictable, but in reality, most large-scale instability run on structural delay, resources, attention, intervention, all held back until a moment forces alignment. And this moment wasn't random. A global authority figure entered the system, and suddenly everything reorganizes, not because people change overnight, but because the cost of misalignment became too high to sustain publicly. That's not peace. That's control pause. If you've seen systems only fix themselves when washed, comments SDD. Now, here is the uncomfortable part. If system can pause conflict on demand, then delay isn't failure. It is strategy, which means people aren't waiting for a solution. They are waiting for the right moment to allow them. And that changes how you see every crisis you've been told is out of control. Comment SDD and get your scroll delay diagnostic scan. About this arrival was ceremonial. It was operational, because the moment the plane touched down, behavior changed. You are looking at live system recalibration. Authority enters, visibility spike, and suddenly every actor adjusts position. It's not coincidence. That's architecture. And most people completely miss the mechanism. Conflict continues when the cost of stopping is higher than the cost of continuing. But introduce a global spotlight, diplomatic pressure, and symbolic weights, and the equation flips instantly. If you ever wonder why things only fix themselves when under pressure, comment SDD. But this is where it gets real. This wasn't about creating peace. It's about revealing control. The system didn't suddenly find a solution. It revealed it always has one. It just wasn't economically or politically aligned to use it yet. That's the architecture of delay most people never see. Comment SDD and get your scroll delay diagnostic.